Is your biggest heartbreak then Madison?
Mm, Madison was a pretty big heartbreak, but I gotta say it was probably Solar.
Solar?
Yeah,
I haven't heard about her. Really?
yeah. No, she was ah man, you know Discord.
Yeah, of course,
I
yeah.
met her through Discord.
That is crazy.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
crazy
So
as
my friend had a server. This is when I first started blowing up. My friend had a server, and I was known for coming in that server and just like taking all the girls away, just like taking all the girls from niggas in there. Like, I'll be like,
Really?
yo, what's up? Like, follow me on Instagram.
this is some 2024, 25.
Yeah,
Bro, this is
yeah.
some internet.
So they see my Instagram, I got all the followers, you know, and they just flocking to me immediately. It gets to the point to where every time I come in the server, niggas is like, no, you're not gonna talk to her, bro. No, they talking over me. And I see Solar, and I'm like, bro, this is the most beautiful girl I've ever seen in my life. Like, I gotta talk to her.
Hmm.
And then, so they're talking over me, yelling. I'm just like, hey, Solar, send me your number. Send me your number. And I leave 30 minutes later. She sent me her number.
Okay. Well, how did it
And
go? How did it go bad?
bro, how did it go bad? Let me tell you, man. So look, I'm immediately talking to her. I find out her living situation isn't the best. You know,
Mm.
she's living in with her roommates, but her roommates had her living in the living room, but she wanted her own space. So she moved to a closet, bro. A
Oh.
closet. Like she's living in the closet on some the boy under the stairs, Harry Potter type. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And so like me, I'm just like, bro, like let me save you. Like, let me let me
Yeah.
fly you out to LA. Come live with me. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to worry about anything. I'll pay for anything. Everything.
Now I'm gonna stop Dave right there. So y'all already see where this is going. And this is a lot of things I try to tell you guys that just because a woman's beautiful, a lot of times these girls be struggling. They be couch surfing, they be living with friends, and they still don't be having the money and stuff like that. And my man, obviously, he's got some fame. He's able when with fame and clout, you get confidence, right? So he's like, this is a beautiful girl. Like she can be with me or she's willing to be with me. All I got to do is she's telling me her problems, which women will start doing. And, he's like, I'm in LA now, such and such. Yo, I can make this happen. So you could tell this is already starting off bad. But let's get back to it.
I'll take care of you. And she's on some where, no, like I'm gonna come out there, but I want to be able to have like my own money type.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I keep pressing that issue. And then, you know, she's just not telling me the same. Then she ghosts me. And I'm like, oh, well, Discord, you know what I'm saying? I tried. Let's keep going on with life. Then one day, randomly out of nowhere, she calls me and she's crying. And this was like literally after I told my friends, because I'm sending her money, bro. Like I'm sending her money to like,
Sounds
yeah,
free.
yeah, man. I
Why
was
the
Straight
bro,
yeah.
I had just got the bread, bro.
Some
Like
simps.
it is, you know, it is,
Fuck.
it is. It's some simple. I'm sending her bread for like, you know, groceries or like whatever she needs, and yeah, man. So I had just told my friends, like, bro, I'm done with this girl. Like, I'm done. She goes to me, it's over. And then she calls me and she's like, my roommates kicked me out. I have nowhere to go. And like it's on speakerphone. And I'm like, oh, let me go to my room real quick. And my manager was like, hey, we heard that, gang. We heard what she said. I'm like, all right, bro, chill. So I'm talking to her. I'm like, all right, you ready to come out here? You ready to come out here then? She's like, well, I really have no choice. I'm like, all right, come on.
Got no choice,
So,
huh?
bro, I brought out all the stops. She smokes weed, bro. I spent like, what was that, gang? Like, 800 on weed? Like 1,000 on weed for her. Like when she touched down, bro. Like I had the weed ready, a whole bunch that she liked, care
Wow.
package for real.
Little
Care
care package.
package.
Yeah.
And so
Got it out.
So he never met her. He was sending her money all this time, which a lot of dudes do just for the fantasy, right? They provide this fantasy, this girlfriend experience. She's taking his money, probably spending it on other dudes, other stuff. and the situation, whatever happens, she gets kicked out, and now I got this famous guy that I can go live with and leech off of, and he doesn't even really probably want any buns. I might just have to rub him every now and then, you know what I mean? But this is some, this is already starting off. Like I said, it's starting off bad. He's uber simping, which a lot of you guys have done for the possibility. Rest in peace to Alan Roger Curry. He used to always say the possibility of sex. You know what I'm saying? You guys are doing this stuff.
Drop.
Yeah, yeah. So she gets there, everything's going good, and then she just like maybe a week later, bro, she just starts being like disrespectful to the house.
Hmm.
Like, bro, it's three dudes living there, and she's a girl. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like naturally as a girl, she's not working, she's
Hmm.
not contributing anything.
Yeah.
She could at least clean some shit up. You
Yeah.
know what I'm
Or
saying?
cook some.
Yeah, or cook some.
Yeah.
Which,
Definitely
hey,
clean
man,
up.
I'm not saying that she had to. I'm saying that's the least she can do because she's doing nothing.
Yeah.
So it's like, bro, like she wasn't doing none of that. She's leaving my door unlocked all hours throughout the night,
Mm-mm.
having random people come pick her up. And me, I'm just such a simp. I'm like, yeah, man, listen, she's doing what she's doing. And my friends was like, bro, she's out there. I'm
Yep.
like, we don't know that for sure. We don't know that for sure.
Bro.
You know what I'm saying? We didn't know that for sure.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? To this day, I still don't know. And it
Come
keeps
on,
me up
man.
at night.
Yo, stop.
I'll Joe.
Yeah.
But
Bro, she's definitely there doing dirt, bro.
yeah, bro. So like then like I finally grow some balls, right? Grow a pair of testicles.
There you go.
And I'm like, bro, like you know how I feel about you. Like, bro, I'm spending money on her.
Yep.
Whenever she's hungry, I'm throwing her my phone, unlocked here. Order whatever you want. I don't even care what the price is. Just get it.
Yeah.
Taking her to nice ass restaurants in LA. This is a girl from Kansas, bro. She don't even know what a nice restaurant look like. Nigga, I can take her to Bossa Nova. She'll think that shit's a five-star restaurant.
Shout out to
Oh,
Bossa
that's
Nova.
You know what I'm
fun.
saying? For
Bro,
real,
I
though.
love Bossa Nova.
Yeah, but
But I get you.
that's
get
like
you.
a nice restaurant, but it's not 5-star.
I get you.
But
Yeah.
if you bring a bitch from the hood to Bossa Nova,
Right.
hey man, she might think you're
She's
Jordan
like,
Belfort or
wow,
some
what's
shit.
going on? Yeah.
Exactly.
I get you.
My manager gave me that idea.
Yeah, no, that's a great place.
Yeah. So
Yeah. Comedy.
real so I'm just like, yo, like, what do we got going on here, bro? Like,
Or-
her name was Solar. I would take a day out of the Solar Sunday. I have a song named that, right? But that was actual real shit. Like, we do whatever she wants that day.
Mm.
I'm making it all about her, buying her whatever she wants, all that. And then finally, I'm just like, bro, like, what's going on? Like I'm trying to be with you. What's going on? Like, you out here playing games, and she's just like, well, I just want to be friends. And I'm like, hey, that's cool with me. You are my friend. At the end of the day, she was my friend. And I'm not helping her just because I like her. I'm helping her because she's a friend that
Nah,
needs help. But I do like them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
you can't do that in this world, man. People will take advantage of you, and she knew that he was an easy lick. And the fact that some women, obviously, she don't have this girl ain't got no job. She's out in LA. She's got a place to stay. You giving her spending money. You buying her stuff. Friends don't do that. That's a one-way thing, right? And he's giving her money. What is she doing for you? You know this guy likes you. You know he likes you. But women, like, they will completely disrespect you. In this case, this girl's completely disrespecting him. Going out all time of night, meeting up with other dudes, getting clapped up, going out to party, smoking on his dime. Like, they'll do this. They'll just won't even have the common sense to say, hey, this guy's giving me a place to stay. He's not asking for no buns. I'm not giving him no buns. So that's something else. So you know, I don't know what else to say about that. You know what I mean? That is crazy work. Bruh. So let's go ahead and get back to it, guys. Let's go.
I tell her, I'm like, okay, like we can be friends. I'm cool with that. But as far as me going playing the role of your boyfriend, I'm not gonna do that, bro. Like I'll buy you the necessities that you need, like as a girl. Girls need certain or like, food and a place to stay. I'm willing to help you with that. But the extra, mind you, alcohol, mind you, weed. This girl's an alcoholic, bro. She would walk to the liquor store every day and get a fifth, bro. Every day. And who is the one that's enabling her? Me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not helping each other. I'm buying her alcohol. She's like frying chicken at 3 a.m, giving me plates and it's like, bro, there's no like, we're enabling each other. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
not good.
We're toxic for each other for real. And yeah, bro, we would have these arguments. Like, I'll be like, come on, you on that, bro? You're not even really trying to be with me. She's like, no, I am. I'm just trying to take it slow. Like, I'm like, all right.
She's trying to see how long she can get money for.
Exactly.
Is what it sounds like.
Keep me in the simp spell.
Yeah.
And then, one day I'm in the hospital. This is how the simp spell got broken. My manager is out of town, right? And he's like, hey, gang, if she really cares about you, she'll stop everything she's doing to come see you in the hospital.
For sure.
And I'm like, all right, sounds good. So then I'm in the hospital. I got my companion, my best friend, Jessie Jones with me. And she had stayed out all night previously. So I'm like needing to go to the hospital bad, but I'm waiting on her because she doesn't have a key. I don't want to lock her out of the house. So I'm like, we'll just leave the back door unlocked. I texted her. I said, yo, I left the back door unlocked. I'm going to the hospital. She doesn't respond. Keep in mind, she's been out all night previously. When I text her, it's like 3 p.m. She's still not home. I get to the hospital. It's around like 6 or 7. She texts me. She's like, are you okay? And I said, no, I'm in the hospital. Oh, well, I hope you feel better. That's when I now the simp spell isn't broken, but it's cracking.
It's cracking.
It's cracking. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like,
a long time before that, I'd have kicked her out.
Yeah.
A long time.
Man,
but I respect it.
I should have, but I didn't want to just kick somebody out to the road, bro. I'm not an asshole. You know what I'm saying? She's telling me she has nowhere to go.
Yeah.
So
but she's not acting like that.
After that, I just start having an argument with her through text. Like, bro, you don't give a fuck about me. You doing this, and that.
Yeah.
She do this thing where she leave my door unlocked and like wide open and like on some back door for real.
That's not good.
So yeah, bro, I'm just like, you don't really care about me. And then I'm like, this is a conversation that we need to have in person. So the next morning she comes to the hospital and we have a conversation. She's like being irate, crying, screaming because I'm calling her out on all that she's doing.
Yeah.
And she's, classic manipulator.
Yep.
They're going to try to gaslight.
Yeah.
Overreact, get up, start throwing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, crocodile tears.
Exactly. So I'm just like, bro, finally she calms down and it plays out like a movie, bro. I grab her hand and I'm like, Solar, you're looking at a nigga who will do anything for you, who cares about you, who
That's
really just wants to take care of you. Enough of the games, bro. Do you really want to be with me or no? And she says no. And I'm like, okay. All right. If that's the case, you know what I'm saying? I wiped my tears. And then I was just like, all right, bro. And then you got to get a job. I'm still going to help you with anything you need, but you need to contribute to the household. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to play the role of your boyfriend if I'm not your boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? And, everything she blew before she left, right? She blew up a rubber glove and she was like, if you ever need to remember me by, keep this rubber glove. I'm like,
wait, what the f- does that mean?
Hey, I don't know. This. I'm just telling you what she did.
What the f-
She blew up a rubber glove and was like, yo, if you need to remember me while you're in here, just just hold the rubber glove. And I'm like, all right. You know what I'm saying? And hey man, it got me through it. It got me through it. And then,
they're giving crumbs.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that was literally nothing that she gave. Yeah, it was actually somebody else's.
She,
It was the hospital's glove.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So she
She's like,
gave
"What
me
can I
a
do? Here's a glove."
yeah, hell yeah. But yeah, man. So the next morning, I call my grandma. My grandma has extreme discernment from the Lord. She always tells me
Man, I'm sorry, man, Dave. You just straight up simping. I don't know, like this girl had no care about you at all. Your friends had to be telling you that it was a bad idea flying this chick out there. And the thing is, she's telling you who she is. Not only is she showing you, she's telling you, I don't want you. And I can't knock her for that. So, when you try to play that role of trying to be friends, oh no, I'm really your friend, to try to do it in a roundabout way to try and convince her to be with you, it doesn't happen like that. The problem is you're doing too much for her and she doesn't want that type of guy at the end of the day. That's the problem, bro. And that's what it boils down to be. You know what I mean?
that God wants me to hear through her. And when I listen to those messages, it always benefits my life. I tell my grandma about the solar situation. Now, I told her when solar first came, right? And she's like, "Ooh, I don't know about that, baby. Keep an eye on her. Keep an eye on her." And I'm like, "All right." And then when I explained the whole situation, she was like, "That girl is the devil, and
Hmm.
you need her out of your house before you get out of the hospital." And I'm like, "Shit, are you for real?" And she's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Bro, I can't do that. Like, what are you talking about? Like, I can't do that." And she was like, "What you need to do is you need to call that girl and see where she's at." I'm like, "She's at home." She's like, "That girl ain't home. You know
Hmm.
that. Call her." Hangs up on me. That's the most gangster shit I seen my grandma ever do. You tell somebody, call her, and then call me back. Hang up. I'm like, what the,
She was serious.
she was
Yeah,
serious.
yeah.
So I call Solar and she answers, and I can tell that she just woke up. And she's like, "Hello." And I'm like, "Yo, what's up? You at home?" And I can see on the FaceTime that she's in a bathroom, but it's not my bathroom. Nah,
Ugh.
bro. It's a dirty ass bathroom that's got the fan up there with like dust and bugs in it. And I'm like, "Bro, that is not my bathroom." And so she hangs up. And then I'm like, "What the?" She texts me back talking about her phone died. And
Oh my god, this is just a classic bull.
yeah, yeah. And then I'm like, and she's like, and I'm like, "Okay, are you at home?" She says, "No, I stepped out early." And I'm like, what do you mean early? It's like 8 in the morning. So did you leave at 7, 6? And why are you leaving so early? Like, there's no way you found a job interview that quick. We just talked yesterday. It hasn't even been a full 24 hours.
Hmm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, what the like, nah, this shit ain't sitting right with me. So I text her, I'm like, "Bro, you gotta get the fuck out."
Yep.
Yeah.
That's why I text her. I'm like,
Yep.
"Bro, I come home tomorrow. You gotta be out of there by the time I get there."
Yeah.
She's texting me, freaking out, saying
Yep.
I don't got nowhere to go and all that. Keep in mind, she would spend days at a time out.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
it's like
She got somewhere to go.
she's got
Mhm.
somewhere to go for
Yeah.
real. And so I tell my manager's not in town, but he's going
Mhm.
to be in town that night. And I'm like, "Hey man, she's gotta go before I get there." And he's like, "Hey, do I have your permission to remove her by the house by any means necessary?" I said, "Hey man, yes." So
That's a demon, bro.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
literally the
crazy.
devil. So then my manager, he's happy as hell because he never liked the
Hmm.
he's like waiting to get there. So I wasn't there, but my manager and my friend Jesse was there. Jesse was sitting on the couch. My manager storms into the apartment. He's like, "Hey, you ready? Let's go." He goes into the room, turns the light on. He's like, "Hey, Solar, you got to get the fuck on up out of here." And she's like, "Where am I supposed to go?" He's like, "I don't know, but you got to get the fuck out." She starts freaking out, screaming,
Yep.
crying, calling me. "Where am I supposed to go, Dave? What the like? You want me to be like one of those motherfuckers in a tent that's out?"
You know what's funny is that, girls like this that you guys deal with, they don't have a plan. They just live in the moment. Like women in general live in the moment, but especially girls like this. So she's conducting herself, and she's like, "This dude is not gonna do anything. I can come and go as I please. I'm not gonna show him any attention." But now, when he's saying get out, she's got showing him all the attention in the world. She can answer the phone. I'm surprised she was even there because she wasn't there. Now she's there. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, the other thing that comes with this is I'm wondering, I'm not saying squatters' rights, but basically the rights she has in terms of if you living with somebody, they can't just kick you out, right? They got these laws in place. This is California, so who knows what it is. But let's see what happens though.
Outside your apartment, like you come on, like where am I supposed to go? And I'm like, all right, bro, you got till 2 p.m. tomorrow.
Oh, you're way too nice.
2 p.m.
Yeah,
Yeah,
too
You're
bro.
way too nice.
I am, but I learned a lot from this situation.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you got till 2 p.m.
Giving her a
tomorrow.
chance to make
And
phone
she's like,
calls.
I just hang up. And then I tell my manager, I'm like, hey, bro, she got till 2 p.m. He's like, come on, gang.
Yeah,
Like,
come on.
I done told Jesse, like, he's just mad because he wanted it to be some SEAL Team 6. Like, he got too into character. So I'm like, hey, bro, give her to 2 p.m. So she comes. I call her in the morning. I'm like, hey, we got to have a conversation
Nah,
in
man.
person. She's like, I don't want to. I'm like, hey, come to the hospital, bro. None of that bull. She comes to the hospital. I'm like telling her more of like all the she's not doing. And this time she's very irate, bro. She's screaming. She's yelling. She's throwing.
Mm-hmm.
The nurses are coming there. Everything good? I'm like, hey, go back to saving lives before yours needs to get saved. Yeah. Like, bro, this is a black girl, bro. She's very irate. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't walk around during that black girl rage. You don't want to get caught in that. You know what I'm saying? So she's freaking out. She's screaming. And I'm just like, bro, like, I'm like trying to de-escalate the situation. I'm like, hey, just give me a hug. Calm down. She's like, no, I don't want to hug you. You're evil. You're evil. I don't know who's in your head,
There you go.
who's telling you things
Exactly.
about me.
Who's telling
Well,
you?
I saw
then-
you in a different bathroom.
Yeah.
Like, what the?
Exactly. And then I'm just like, okay, this is manipulation. I'm seeing it. But the simp spell is cracking. It's almost cracked fully, but it's not yet. It's almost there.
Damn.
Then I'm like, she calms down and I'm like, you can stay. You can stay. Like, you can stay. If you're telling me you have nowhere to go, you can stay. She's like, I have nowhere to go. Oh, my bad.
There you go. I can't believe
I'm
you've
like-
given this much slack.
Yeah, bro. It's because I really come from the bottom of the trenches, bro. And I really just made it here. You know, I still got people back in the trenches. So I don't want anybody to have to go through the that I was just going through, you know?
Yeah.
I don't want to throw somebody out on the street, bro. Like, that will hurt me. Like, if something was to happen to her, you know what I'm saying? That would, like, fuck with me. So I'm trying not to get to that point. So I tell her she can stay. And then I'm like, bruh, you can stay. Like, everybody's telling me that you're using me. Everybody's telling me that you need to go, but I'm gonna let you stay.
Nah, man.
And then she says the dumbest thing that anybody could ever say in that moment. She's just like, well, I feel like you should stand on your decisions. Like, you don't stick up for me. You let people walk all over you. And I just think you should stand on your decisions.
Yeah.
And right there, the simp spell broke. It shattered. Like, I can see clearly now the rain is gone. Type.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing about it is she showed you who she was, and I think she's probably the realest one in this equation, to be honest with you. I mean, your friends were real, and I'm assuming they were telling you this girl's bad news, but it seems like she's been real with you all along, bro. You just trying to save this girl, and it's just ridiculous. This girl is she's just not a good person. You know what I'm saying? So you should have left her like she was. This is crazy. This is ultimate simp stuff.
And I'm just like, you know what? You're right. I refuse to live in a crib with somebody who views me as a nigga, especially somebody who I do everything for.
Yeah.
So you have 30 days
What the?
Come on,
Nah,
man.
bro. What the?
All
No,
right, all
you're
right.
trolling me.
No, I'm serious.
No, you're
This is
dead
the
ass.
real story.
You're trolling.
I'm not. This is the real story,
no,
bro.
stop it.
This is the real story.
There's-
I've
Legally,
never told it.
I guess
And people
legally.
keep on asking me, what happened to Solar? She was in your music video. Bro, this is the real story.
You hit her with like a layer. You got 30 days.
Yeah, I'm
What
like, you got 30 days to stay here. And then after that, you got to get the fuck on, whether you got somewhere to go or not. And so then she leave, like we crack a couple jokes. She blows up another rubber glove and gives it to me.
What the?
And then
The two things she gave you.
yeah.
Rubber
Two things
gloves.
she gave me, rubber glove.
Didn't give you no buns.
And then she leaves and I call my manager and I'm like, yeah, bro, like I told her she could stay for 30 days. He's like, what the? Why did you do that? And then Jesse's in the background. Why did you do that, man? Come on, man. Oh, you're stupid. And I'm like, hey, calm down, man. We need to talk about this in person. So my manager comes to the hospital and he's like, hey, bro, like she doesn't like me. She already hates you. She knows that she has 30 days to leave. She's gonna backdoor us.
Yeah.
She's gonna set us up to get robbed.
Yep.
And like she
Yep.
already leaves the doors unlocked.
Yeah.
She already has random people pull up to our crib. Like you can't trust her.
Yeah.
She's going to set us up to get robbed. And if somebody comes in here, has guns to our head, and we're on the ground, I'm just gonna be looking at you, mean mugging you.
This is on you.
Yeah, he's like, this is on you, gang. This is on you. If anything happens to me, my family is gonna hate you. If anything happens to Jesse, his family is gonna hate you. And then Jesse's like, I don't really think my family will hate you. I think they'll understand. So I'm like, all right, man. She's got to go. But how do we do it? Bro, this playing out like a movie for real, bro. Keep in mind, all this is going on while I'm in the hospital. I'm making executive decisions. And so how is it going to go down? He's like, look, I'm going to go back to the apartment. You're going to call her and say, I want to tell you something, but I don't want them to hear it. Go out on the balcony. And when she's on the balcony, I'm going to lock the door, pack her shit up, and it's going to be in the front. And I'm like, all right. So he goes back to the apartment. He's like, bruh, like he goes to the 7-Eleven first. He's scared. He goes to the 7-Eleven first. He's like, I'm like, hey man, what's going on? He's like, hey bro, I'm at 7-Eleven. I'm getting something to drink. I'm like, all right, man, what's going on with the stalling? Like, bro, he's doing everything except, doing what needs to be done. So by the time he gets there, she's gone. Like she is nowhere to be found.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like, all right, this is perfect. I'm just going to pack her up. And then you have to text her and let her know her is on the balcony and she needs to go. And I'm like, all right. They pack her up and then they put her on the balcony. And then I have to text her. I'm like, yo, you're on the balcony. Get it and leave. Don't make a scene.
Yeah.
And of course, in natural woman nature, she made a scene.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
We knew this was coming.
Yeah. So she shows up to the back door. She's bamming on it. Let me in. Let me in. I'll beat the fuck out of y'all. Let me in. What the And then she spam calling me, right?
Yep.
And then like, I'm not answering. And then I see an unrecognizable number calling me. I'm like, bro, something told me. I'm like, bro, I know this is not a nigga calling my phone, bro.
Mm-hmm.
But I already knew it was.
Yeah.
I answer. I'm like, bro, what the fuck you want? He's like, hey, bro, I'm not trying to be hostile, but I believe you should let her come back in for those 30 days, bro. You done flew this girl out, and because she doesn't want to fuck you kicking her out. You on some Harvey Weinstein, bro. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah.
bruh, that's not even the case. Like, that's not why I'm kicking her out, bro. This is my friend. So even though she didn't want to be with me, I was still letting her stay with me.
Yeah.
Like, if that's the case,
But,
bro, I
but
would have.
was this the dude who was fucking her?
I guess so.
That's
I don't know who this
insane.
dude is.
That's insane.
I don't know who this dude is. So yeah, bro. I'm just like, bro, that's not even the case. That's not how it went down. He's like, yeah, bro. Like, we got all types of like recordings of you, and I'm like, man, you ain't got to hang up on him. And my manager is like, bro, if he calls back, add me to the line. Keep in mind, all this going down while I'm in the hospital. So he calls back. I add my manager to the line. And he's like, and we're just like, bro, if this is your friend and she's getting kicked out, why not take her in? You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? You trying to have some other dudes take her in, you just take her in. And he's like, oh, bro, that's not my problem, bro. I was trying to make sure my friend has somewhere to stay. And so we get to arguing, calling him all types of niggas. And he's just like, hey, what y'all want to do? Like, I could pull up, we can fight. Oh, shoot that bitch up. I'll shoot that bitch up, bro. And my manager's like, come on, then. What you want to do? And so, bro, he pulls up with Solar, a white dude, and the police.
Yep.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna get them
You
to
threaten
do?
to shoot my house up, but you pull up with the police.
To let
You
her
see what
back
I'm
in.
saying?
To let her
That's
back in.
some fed.
So yeah, obviously she's telling this is the dude. See, guys, when you taking care of a woman and she's with the guy she really wants to be with, she's telling all your business. He's listening. You know, he's saying that's good. You know, y'all they're smoking on your weed that you paid for. He's got her face in his lap, doing all this stuff. You know what I mean? And that's just how the cookie crumbles, guys. You know. So what happened was because he's not gonna take her in because he's probably staying with his mom or something like that. So they come up with, you know, instead of doing everything, they come up with the plan of contact the sheriff's department. He can't just kick you out. You have rights. And I'm pretty sure that's what happened. But let's get back to it.
That's
Like, what the? So they tried to pull that squatters' rights. It didn't work.
yeah.
So they just made her leave, but it's not over yet.
Bro, what? This is
So-
the craziest.
Yeah, bro. So then afterwards, right? I get out of the hospital. I'm feeling good. You know what I'm saying? That she was putting me through, like while she was there, the way that I'm getting through it is she stopped coming places with me, like to the studio. So I'm making these songs about her being not, you know what I'm saying? And I can't play them out loud because she lives with me. So finally, I get the opportunity to play these songs, and I go on live and I'm previewing it, and I'm talking shit about her. And I'm like, after the live, I was like, I shouldn't have did that.
Nah, you should have done that. Yeah.
Yeah. I just felt bad. Like I didn't want, people to bash her. Like, even after all that, I didn't want people to bash her. So I try to clean it up, bro. Like I was walking around with, I call it the solar glove. Remember the glove I told you she gave me?
Yeah.
I was walking around with that glove. Like I couldn't let her go. My friends, they would be like, hey, bro, we going to take that while you asleep. I'm like, bro, that might be the last thing you do. You try to mess with my solar glove.
Man.
So I was trying to, my fans was getting on her. They was like harassing her. And so I'm like, all right, I got to find a way for them not to harass her. So I take some pictures with me sadly looking at the glove. And I'm like, hey, me and Solar, our friendship is over. We decided to part ways amicably. We don't hate each other. We just need to better ourselves, not around each other. Don't turn her into the next Madison or Abigail and start hating on her. She then takes that post and puts it on her story. This mother is weird. Like, we're not friends. We'll never be friends. Like, he's weird. He kicked me out on some weird. And I'm like, what? Why did you do that? Like, I was trying to save you from the online scrutiny.
She don't care about that.
Okay, like the fans are gonna get on your. There's nothing I can do. She then goes on Instagram Live and starts talking shit about me, talking about the reason why I kicked her out is because she like I liked her, but she didn't like me back. So that's why I kicked her out. Which, based off the story I told you, do you think that's true?
Well, no, it sounds like she was using you.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
period.
Like I was even willing to let her stay after she says she don't want to be with me, bro.
I'm shocked. Honestly,
You know what I'm saying?
I can't believe you went that far. It's insane to me.
Real. So, and then when she's painting this narrative, and it's annoying to me. So I go to the studio, make this fire song. I post a snippet of it, and I'm talking shit about her. And I'm like, okay, bro, you want to talk shit about me? Like, this is what I'm gonna do. You know what I'm saying? And then Everybody's liking the song. It's getting hella, engagement. And then she messages me and she's like, yo, like, I have these recordings of you. Like, if you like keep on talking shit about me, I'm gonna post these recordings. But she's not telling me what they are.
Mm.
I'm just like, bro, what recordings? Like, I've never done anything wrong to you. So what are you talking about recordings? And then I'm like, all right, you got me. Like, I got spooked. So I deleted the post, bro. And like, I deleted the post. And then I tell my manager, he's like, man, you can't let that blackmail you. Like, what the gang? Like, did you do anything to her? I'm like, nah, swear to God, I did nothing to her. And he's like, all right, then post that and tell that let the games begin.
Yeah.
And so that's what I did. And then she's like, you still doing it? I'm like, bro, you don't got nothing. I didn't do nothing to you. And she's like, I have recordings of, I forgot to tell you this, but like when she went back to the crib from the hospital the second time,
Mm.
I told her, I'm like, yo, can you clean the house up? Like, I'll pay you to do it. And she's just like, yeah, okay. So she didn't go to the house and clean it up. She went to the house and was recording it being all f***ed up.
Mm.
Bro, we're 3 dudes. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I don't even understand who cares?
Exactly. But in her mind, this is like blackmail.
Because the house is dirty.
Yeah.
What the
Exactly. She's like, this is very embarrassing. Like, you like your house is all f***ed up. And I'm just like, yeah, no, I'll post that shit myself. You've got nothing. And then she's like, oh, and I have a recording of you at the hospital. And I'm like, all right, well, go ahead and post that. It's going to do nothing but show you screaming, yelling, being very irate. This is not good for you. And she's like, no, all I have on the recording is the real reason why you're kicking me out. Now, I also forgot to tell you at the end of me telling her, like right before she left, I was just like, yo, like on top of all those reasons, like, I just need some time to get over you, bro. Like, I like you. You don't like me. That's cool. But like, I just need time to get over that fact. Like, I need space. She's trying to use that as the sole reason to fit her narrative of me kicking her out because I like her and she doesn't like me back. So she has that on recording and says, like, I'm going to post all this. It's going to be embarrassing. Then when I figure out that that's all she's got, I'm like, yeah, you're retarded. I'm going to drop this music.
How long ago was this?
Bruh, like maybe a month or two ago. This was recent.
What the man? And it sounds insane. Like I honestly I don't understand how you let it go so far. Like why you really that doesn't I'm sure
Bro,
your
I
boys
love
say the
that
same
girl,
shit to you.
bro.
Nah,
I love that girl. Like nobody, she could do no wrong in my eyes.
It's not like you love the idea of who
Yeah.
she wasn't though.
I love that girl, bro.
Nah. You love someone you thought she was, but she never was.
That's true. No, you're right about that. You're right
Yeah.
about
Yeah, Dave was definitely tripping on that. He didn't clap, no nothing. He spent all this money for the idea of something, which a lot of you guys will get into situations. The idea of actually being with someone, which is, hey, it just doesn't work out like that sometimes, guys. You got to be more careful. Anyway, guys, let me know what you guys think about this video. Comment below, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Much blessings and abundance. Stick around for the next videos. It's going to pop up on the screen below. That's where I'm going to see you guys at. It's your favorite everything. This is Wisdom. I'm the best. Let's run it up to 1 million. Quit playing with me. Peace.